welcome to another edition of Arsenal Fans being brought to you by Arsenal fans for Arsenal fans globally. The weekend was a beautiful one for Arsenal as they turned again to winning ways and in a spectacular form, beating Nottingham Forest by 3-0. And I have with me, as always, in the house, my colleagues, Kasim Sila and Nene Fofana. Guys, you guys should smile together. What is happening? Is it that the goals were not, you guys didn't shoot these guys enough?
No, we're happy for the win.
I'm really happy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it was a beautiful one for Arsenal fans globally. So I want to start with Gassimo. Gassimo, what was the different thing that Arteta did in order to notch victory for Arsenal?
To start with, I think the starting lineup, because we were expecting him to use Declan Rice, Partey and Odegaard in the midfield. But unfortunately, he just surprised us by using Jorginho, Merino, and Odegaard.
I'm sure you have been scared when you saw...
For sure, I'm scared, especially for Jorginho. I was so scared because having not playing that regularly, and he played extremely well. And I was so surprised. And the press conference for Mikel Arteta, he said, these guys have been putting tremendous hard work in the training field, so they have to be given an opportunity. So I think it's a surprise for me, actually.
Okay, for you, Nene, what was this particular thing that you observed in that match? Because we could see that as Starboy was back to his spectacular, performance, and everything he did that day was like top notch.
Well, like you said, for me, the whole start, especially seeing the starting lineup, it was really disturbing. Like, it's Mikel know what he's doing. I mean, Jorginho together with Moreno, we all have been complaining Moreno is too slow, and we know how aggressive Nottingham Forest can be. So having these two people in that midfield, we all know Jorginho is an old man and the pace, everything. So it was really threatening. But Mikel is good, honestly, deserves his flowers.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. His mental, his thinking capacity is very wide. I think that maybe we Arsenal fans should stop complaining and focus more on the plans. I mean, looking at our bench on that day, you can say that, wow, my team is growing. Because looking back, seeing Declan Rice, Partey, they're all sitting on the bench. However, you can tell that, okay, this is Martina. And we are winning, even having them in the bench. The changes coming, there is more improvements. This is what a team should be like, unlike other teams. But we did really well. Our midfield is back. All these guys. Other teams like we know them. So looking at Odegaard, I agree with everybody that says that Odegaard owns Arsenal. Like, bro, see Odegaard. He is leading by example. He really deserves
the way he falls back to pick up the ball from the defense, distribute it. And
look at that pass that he gave to Bukayo Saka. Like, the guy is just too smart. He's so creative. He knows how to get the ball. And Jorginho, you mentioned Jorginho. It's threatening. And when he received his card, I was also scared and all, but he's composed. He pushed himself very well. He shows why he's a leader and an old man. I was really impressed with his performance, his touches with the ball, the way he gives him passes, the way he thinks, and his connection with Merino. Even though this is their first match starting together, you can see that if he's pushing forward, Merino is keeping back, and you can see the interchange, how the team, it was just extraordinary. This is our Arsenal. Our season has officially started. So God has get ready. Our season has started already.
That's what I'm taking a cue from what Gasim said the last time. He said our season is going to start against Nottingham Forest. That he believes that we're still in the title.
And it did.
Okay, Gasim, looking at the way Gabriel Jesus played in that game, do you think that signifies a playing time for him, for Kai Havertz to be rested? Because Kai Havertz has done tremendously a lot of work for Arsenal. Do you really think that now Gabriel Jesus is playing? Because we see that he's coming back at his normal pace of playing, but it's just that the knack for scoring goals is still not there because he missed a couple of chances in that game. So what do you think of him?
Yes, that is the old Gabriel Jesus that we used to know. playing as usual, having that pace, that energy, trying to receive the ball from the midfielder or either the defenders, So I think, yes, for me, it's best for Kai Havertz to rest, having received that injury, that head injury from the Champions League. So I think it's best for Mikel Arteta to rest him, because we have enough games to play, because since yesterday, I think we have to play 2 games every week, because that is how, yes, that is how the calendar it is as of now, So I think Havertz should be rested and Gabriel Jesus should be playing by now, because by that it will give him that boost, the energy, the confidence for him to at least come back. Even though since he was not injured when he came in Arsenal, he has not been scoring as we expected him to score, but he has been improving, exactly. So I think let Mikel Arteta give him that chance that he deserves.
Okay. Nene, we also saw Sterling coming in and he provided an assist for our star boy, upcoming star boy, Ethan Nwaneri. So what do you make of Sterling playing time against Nottingham Forest over the weekend?
There's still a lot of games to be played. We are still in all these competitions, the Champions League. Like you said, we have 2 games every week to play, and his time is coming. He's having his time. There are times that, like what Mikel did, we have already secured the points. Okay, let's Saka rest and let somebody else come in. Let Odegaard rest and let somebody come in. And he rightly said that he's responsible for Nwaneri's growth. Mikel said that it's one at a time, step by step. We are getting this. Stanley did exception. Like everybody, like the energy is fully back. Everybody did extremely well. It's like we are not even missing Ben White because of Timber.
Yeah, so, that's true.
Yes. Now we see that maybe team is more better that we have Timber as our starting player than Ben White. It's like we are not missing nobody. Arsenal has really grown.
Well, we cannot undermine the work rate of Timber.
Ben White, I know, but you see, look at the connection between Saka, Odegaard, and Timber. It's like they have been playing since. We are not missing this. Our Arsenal has really grown from the Arsenal. We used to know if one player is absent, we see the struggle, but we have been fighting. The players, Calafiori, the connection with him and Martinelli as well, and he's also building out with Trossard, which is very nice. So going back to Sterling, I think that he will have his time. Thank God that he's a versatile player, can play the front three, any position. So let's be going. We have the Carabao Cup, FA Cup to come, Champions League, and the Premier League. So let's all trust in Mikel.
Trusting on Mikel, and Nene said, let us keep fighting. And keep fighting is the true spirit of Arsenal today. And that is why Arsenal will be traveling over to Portugal to play against Sporting Club do Portugal, popularly referred to as Sporting CP. And that match will be the 5th match of the total number of 8 matches that we're playing on this league phase, new league phase of the UEFA Champions League. And who knows what Arteta has in his kitty to defeat Sporting CP, whose former coach coaching Manchester United in the Premier League. And today they have a new coach known as João Pereira, who happened to be the head coach of Sporting CP. And we hope that Arteta is going to come out smoking against Sporting CP, because we need a victory in that match against Sporting CP in the Champions League. We lost our last match and we need to win this match. The worst result we should have in that game is a draw. So, Gabriel, what's your view about Sporting CP? This is a club that Arsenal has played 4 times. We've achieved 3 draws and defeated them once. So it means that when we look at the head-to-head, Arsenal is top over Sporting CP. But when it comes to the Champions League, it's always a different ball game, season in, season out. So what do you expect from this game from Arteta?
Positivity. It's all about positivity. Just like Mick mentioned the last time, we just have to play our game, because thankfully our injuries, we don't have that much injuries. I think we only have Tomiyasu, Ben White, and Tierney. I think those are the only injured players that we have as of now. So we just have to take our game to Sporting, because we lost our last match against Inter Milan. but we cannot underestimate Sporting at the same time, because this is the team that defeated Manchester City, the one of the most important and best team in Europe, Manchester City. And you know how they smoke Manchester City in Sporting. So you see, so I think that is one reason I think Mikel Arteta bench our players, Martinelli, Declan Rice, and Kai Havertz, because these are one of the key players that know how to play the Champions League. Especially Martinelli. Sporting, we have to take them from the counters, because this is a team that does not want to defend at you. They will go at you with the full force of their strength, the strength of their team. So you see, so I think Mikel Arteta should be very focused and mindful of Sporting, especially Victor Gyokeres is there. And I think this is the time for us to know whether he's fit for Arsenal or whether he's not fit for Arsenal.
Talking about Victor Gyokeres, this match is going to be taking place at the Oze Avaland, an arena also referred to as the Arena Stadium. Is this an opportunity for Arsenal to see if the goal-scoring prowess of Victor Gyokeres is real or not? Because when it comes against a formidable defense of Gabriel Jesus and William Saliba, as well as Calafiori and Timber. So we hope, let me come to you based on what Gabriel just said. Is it an opportunity for us to test the prowess of Victor Gyokeres, or Arsenal should just go to the stadium and just do their bit and come back?
I just feel like let us play a game. Yes, we will be watching our team, but let the players just concentrate on their game. And I know how solid Gabriel and Saliba can be when it comes to those strikers. We all see what they did with Haaland and the others, just that maybe a few or some mistakes make one or two of them to pass us and score, but we all know what they can do. And I trust our defenders, because Sporting are more of an attacking team. They played well. They have a very good striker. He has just been scoring goals. I mean, if he can come play against us and make him goal drought, that would be a good thing. So I just think that we should take our game seriously. They are playing with 3 at the back. We are playing with 4 at the back, which is very nice. We might have, like you said, we should take them on the counters, because that is where we need Declan Rice and Martinelli, because when it comes to chasing, they are putting Odegaard creativity as well is highly needed in that match, together with Saka's skill. So let's just take our game to them. I'm sure we are going to win. We are going to beat them. We don't need to underestimate them. They are in a very good form right now. The entire squad, they have been scoring goals. I think they're having an unbeatable run or something.
Yeah, I think they even came back from, I think there were 2 goals down in the last match, but they came out and won.
So they are a very good team. They are solid. They are more of, we are going to score goals. And they will see the way they handle Man City. They're not going to take it light with us.
Okay.
So
let's
just focus.
Yes, based on what Nana said, we have to be focused. And you spoke about Arteta resting players, expecting something more aggressive and formidable against Sporting CP. So let's assume that you're Arteta now, and you're going to give us your starting 11 for that match. What would be your lineup, and who will be your goal scorers, and what will be your goal line prediction?
Yes, I will go with the same back 4 as what we choose against Nottingham Forest. Yes,
Which are
Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, and Timber, and also David Raya at the back. And the midfield, for sure, Rice will be back in the midfield. Rice, Partey, and Odegaard, for me, the midfield. Yes, and the attack will have to be Martinelli, Kai Havertz, and Bukayo Saka. And I'm looking at Arsenal will be defeating Sporting CP by 2-1. That's what I'm looking at it. Yeah, we are going to.
The firepower of
that is one. Yes, that is one. And also, we are going away, and we normally lack focus whenever we are going away. It happened against Inter Milan, so I think we have to concede 1 goal. We'll not concede more than 1 goal. you know, and for sure the goal will not come out from Gokorex. I'm not too sure about that. I think our backline, Gabriel and Saliba, will have to contain him just like the way they contain Haaland. You know, they have contained a lot of big attackers. So I think Gokorex is none to be mentioned. And for my goal line, my goal scorers will have to be Martinelli and Kai Havertz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Martinelli and Kai Havertz, 2-1.
Yeah.
Okay. You, Nelly.
Similar thing with him, but slight changes to it. I think the lineup is going, slight changes to the lineup. I'm going with the same back four,
Okay.
including with Raya added to it. Raya, the goalkeeping post, Timber, Saliba, and Gabriel with Calafiori.
Okay.
In the midfield, the same. Partey, Deck, and Odegaard. The wings, the same. Saka, Martinelli, and the four that go Gabriel Jesus.
Okay, you don't think that there's room for Kai Havertz?
Yeah, you can come in maybe second half, but we know Gabriel Jesus is. I think he's coming back and he's a big
So we
game
need
player.
to maintain that consistency. You have to
Yes.
give him that
Exactly.
confidence.
He's a big game player. He's very impactful in the Champions League. If you watch his matches, he normally performs very well in the Champions League, So we are with my goal line, it's going to be 2-1, same as this. My goal scorers are going to be different. I see Odegaard to score and Saka.
Okay. Guys, in the comment section, you've heard it in the submission of Gassimo and Nene. For me, I'm looking at our team being formidable in this game. Because I could recall the last time we played against Sporting Lisbon, it was a last minute cameo from the Sporting Lisbon player that caught Raya offside and they scored. And we came back to the Emirates and smoked them. And I'm hoping that Arsenal is going to nick this by a long goal. And I'm looking at the situation that we're going to keep a clean sheet. The clean sheet is what it is, and that is what I expect. But at the end of the day, what we're talking about is victory. Victory for Arsenal, because we are building up the momentum now. That is, we're going to run for a run of consistency so that we can keep winning until we see what happens at the end of the season. And on this edition of the show, it is always our appreciation, an opportunity for us to show appreciation to every subscriber that has taken time to subscribe, to like, to share this channel. As we keep on building the larger community today, I want to say a big thank you to Arsenal Sierra Leone Supporters Chapter, Fair Petroleum, and Safo Pay for always showing us support. I want to use the opportunity to remind every fan that from the 18th to the 23rd of December, that Robbie and AFTV are coming to Sierra Leone. Just let's do this for Arsenal fan base by coming out en masse to support the arrival of Robbie and AFTV to Sierra Leone. But we'll come your way again, guys.
Bye.
We are back!
Just take it.